Hi everyone, back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a rumour has it video where we're talking about players linked to the football club this coming transfer window. There's loads of names being linked already. Some of them realistic, some of them maybe not so much. I'll let you decide which one this next player is going to fit in. I think I know which one really, but we're going to get stuck right into a player here, and a top player at that. At the time of recording this, he could very well be a Champions League winner by the time this day is over. So you can tell when I recorded it. But we're going to get stuck into this in a minute. Just before we do, a little reminder, if you haven't already, smash subscribe. I'd love you to come and join us. We're over 7,600 subs. The goal, hopefully, is to get to 8,000 before the season starts. Help us get there, guys, over the close season. Smash that button. If you're already a member, recommend us to family and friends. It's all free content. But if you do want to give a bit back to the channel, there's a members option down there below, and you get early access to videos just like the one you're about to watch. So click whichever one suits you best. So let's get stuck in. Who am I rambling about today in this transfer merry-go-round that we're in? Well, he's a hell of a player. And it's this lad right here. It's Rodrygo, who plays for Real Madrid. That's right. Does he want to swap playing with Jude Bellingham for Bruno Guimaraes? Maybe he does. But yeah, I'm not too sure this one has much legs, but we're going to cover it anyway because he's linked to the club, and that's what we do here. We don't make shit up. We're not ITKs. We don't say Rodrygo's been spotted down Seaton Delaware getting a bag of chips or something like that. We don't come up with bullshit like that. We just talk about players linked. And this kid has been linked, no matter how far-fetched it appears to be. I've got a feeling I know where he's probably going to end up if he leaves Real Madrid, and I'll get to that in a minute. But talking about the player himself, I mean, what can you say about Rodrygo that probably any of us who've watched Champions League or La Liga don't know already? Quality, skillful, pace. You know, you can play on both wings, you can play through the middle. He's got a trick. He can drop a shoulder and leave someone for dead. He works hard in that team as well, you know, in terms of putting pressure on the back four as well. For another team, you know, could very well be an Eddie Howe player, runs all day. He's not like a Ronaldinho type Brazilian, you know, he's a real kind of industrious working player as well. He's been obviously at Real Madrid for quite some time. You can see 230 appearances, 53 goals and 36 assists. Predominantly, I think he's drifted a bit more out wide these days. And I think the fact that the potential incoming, pretty much guaranteed incoming, as we all know, Kylian Mbappe, I think he's just bought Gareth Bale's old villa in Madrid, so that tells you where he's going. So the incoming Kylian Mbappe has cast a bit of doubt over Rodrygo's future, which is what spurred these links to a couple of clubs. And we are one of them, whether it's true or not. But this season, he's played 34 games in La Liga, 10 goals, 5 assists, 12 Champions League games, 5 goals, 2 assists. In terms of his stats, you can see there his goals are quite low down for somebody in his position. But again, he's not getting all the goals or sharing them out in the Real Madrid team. You know, obviously Jude Bellingham's got about 20 plus, hasn't he, this season, so that they are sharing the goals out. His XG around about 68th percentile for a player who's going to be probably worth 85, 90 million quid. You maybe expect a bit better. But as I say, you got to put context on it. He is in that Real Madrid team with a lot of attacking threat in there. You know, shots is in the 82nd percentile, shots on target 84, assists is 66. His shot creation chances are, you know, kind of high up in the 90s. His pass completion is right up there in the highest of highs. Touches, progressive carries, touches in the area, carries into the area. He does love to run with the ball. You can see successful take-ons there. He does skin a player. Very seldom does he not beat a man when he runs at him. So he is a very, very good player. And I feel like we've really done Miggy dirty here, Mark, in terms of the radar grid. I'm not sure we've seen a radar grid as dominant as that. It looks like one of them Independence Day spaceships flying over, doesn't it? But you can see how he compares to Miggy Armand. He's pretty much superior in every single way. And he's only 23 years old as well. So, you know, he is obviously that right kind of age bracket for Newcastle United. But my problem with this link, if I'm honest with you, isn't the player. I think the player is absolutely sensational, but he's contracted to 2028. So I reckon you have to pay upwards to 90 to 100 million quid to get him out of Real Madrid. And I just don't think we'll pay that. I don't think that's in our stratosphere in terms of a budget. That's number one. Number two, I think Manchester City's most likely his destination. He was waxing lyrically about them before they played in the Champions League, before they beat them in the Champions League. I think he lauded them as the best team in the world. He looks like one of those players that would leave someone like Real Madrid and go to Manchester City. There's not many other places that he probably could go from Real Madrid where he would feel it was a step up. That's no disrespect to Newcastle. It's my club. I love it. But he would probably see us as a step down. We're not quite there for signing a Rodrygo yet. If we were a Champions League club regularly year after year after year, then I think possibly, or we won some trophies, I think possibly we would be in a position to sign someone like Rodrygo. But I just think the way being used on that one really it's just a tire kicking exercise. You know, in terms of the the links to maybe get the agent to come out and get a better deal from him. I think he's going to Manchester City. So I would file this one in the bullshit drawer. I don't think it's going to happen. But let us know in the comments below what you guys think about Rodrygo. Obviously, I'd take him. He's a phenomenal player. But I just don't think, A, we've got the budget, and B, we're going to be in the ballpark for him at all. I think there's more realistic targets out there that we probably will get. But let us know what you guys think about this rumor. Do you think it's bullshit, or do you think there's truth in it? Smash a comment in. We always like to hear from you. We'll do our best to reply to you. Click subscribe if you can. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. Become a member if you want to get early access to them. We'll be back with some more transfer banter soon. We'll catch you later, everyone. Have a good one. Cheers.